Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to Foxden Gaming, where, again, we're talking about YouTuber crap, because I enjoy talking about it. I actually think it's funny to talk about some of the things that go on. And we did not get as much money as we should have during that level. Holy crap. So, a big deal about this whole, thing with Felix is that I really dislike how now YouTubers are going to be demonized for another short while because he happened to drop an N-bomb. I mean, yeah, it's bad. Like, I'm not saying he shouldn't be punished, but I'm saying that him doing this negatively affects everybody, and it really sucks that it has to be like that. And the thing is, it feels like YouTube doesn't really care all that much about the little guy anymore. Because I remember back in the day, like, it was just like, it was a lot more like you could do whatever you wanted. You didn't have to worry about, you know, the whole like, oh man, like I can say whatever I want and not have to worry about getting, you know, basically shot out of the sky by YouTube's, you know, basically, how should I say, admins. Even though it's not even admins, it's like, it's just like a computerized system, I think, that shoots like down videos. And it really sucks because now it's causing everybody to be censored in such a way that it's like, it sucks. You might notice that if you even mention, or if you even use like Felix's stuff on your videos, they become demonetized because they straight up, because YouTube's algorithm or whatever just doesn't want you to do that. And it really sucks, because then people that are actually trying to cover the thing, I'm just skipping this cutscene because I want to get into the game. It sucks because people that are actually covering the whole, you know, the controversy of it get sort of screwed because they, how should I say this? They get their videos demonetized because they're talking about it in a news fashion, you know? And it's already like in a bad spot where YouTubers are now seeing like back in the day there was always like a stigma with YouTubers where it's like, oh, it's a deadbeat job. You don't actually like do any real work. You're not actually like working hard or anything. You do stuff, and it's like you play a video game and you talk over it. Like, how is that difficult? But the actual thing is like trying to talk about something and run with it and talk to yourself. It's actually as it sounds. It's really hard for me to do this right now because I'm trying to keep a train of thought, and I'm also in a room that's fucking basically a boiler room when I do this stuff, where I'm talking to people. And yeah, it's not, it gets really hot in here when I start doing this. But that's beside the point. I sound like I'm bitching over something that I really shouldn't be, and I am. I totally am. How do I use magic? That, okay. But yeah, no, YouTubers have always been looked down upon, and I feel like a great series that really reflects that whole stigma really well, actually, is the Psycho series. If you ever, you've all seen it. We all remember when they when he did the video of the psycho kid kills father or whatever, that whole deal. That was like, you know, the Psycho series had its finale and all that fun stuff, but like, it still is a really good example of how much like how much of a stigma there was and still is for YouTubers, because people just don't see them as like respectable individuals at times because they don't do a proper job, a proper profession. Like, it's weird, and it annoys me because, you know, I feel like YouTubers are almost like the same as actors in a way, where like the stuff that they do brings up morale in such a way that like it keeps people happy. And that's the whole reason why I wanted to do this, was because I love the idea of being able to affect someone's life in such a way that I like continue to make them like power through some really negative things, because that's what YouTubers have done for me in the past. Like, when I first started watching Game Grumps, I was like in a really bad spot. I was really upset with my life. Like, there was a whole lot of things going on that I'm probably not going to talk about right now. I'll talk about them later on, I'm sure. Like, they'll come up and then people will be like, oh, why? Holy crap, I could not have done that worse. Am I like able to get out of here? Yeah, I am. Okay. Well, that's like 3 minutes of progress down the drain. Yeah. But no, like, YouTubers are really important, I feel, for not only like a majority of like younger people, but like they're relatable to a degree. Like, that's what it is. They're relatable people that we can look up to. And, you know, most YouTubers started off as just average Joes that wanted to, you know, just, they want to make funny videos on the internet. And it turned into something a lot more. And that's why I think that a lot of people cling to the idea of being a YouTuber as like almost like an American dream type thing, you know, where people are like, if they can do it, I can do it too. And it's really inspirational to some, like especially to me. Like, when I first, oh my god, when I first heard of people doing Let's Plays, I was like, this is the future. And I think the reason why people also like Let's Plays a lot is because it's like, it's a lot like the cases of like people, you know, when they were younger, they would go by their parents and watch them play video games, or go by their older siblings and would watch them play video games and talk to them and just, you know, enjoy that sort of conversation and just element of togetherness. Ah, crap, I died. Well, I gotta restart the level anyway. But yeah, it's like, because that's why I like Let's Players a lot too, is I enjoy the whole like the dynamic of it, the dynamic of like listening to somebody talk and like learning from them and their like personal experiences, and then on top of that, talking with people and like seeing their experiences with some of my favorite games, you know. Like, I'll be honest, I watch Game Grumps now more for them rather than their gameplay. I mean, granted, they just happen to be playing a game that I really love and was a part of my childhood right now, which is they're playing the Thousand Year Door, which is a Paper Mario game, and it's so good. Like, if you haven't played that, you need to play it. It's like top 10 games of all time for me. Or, nah, more like top 20, because there's other games that have come out recently that have gotten into my top 10 games. Crap. Yeah, okay. But yeah, it's weird that people like, we have this weird dynamic now where like I should actually talk more about the Firewatch thing, because I think So the reason why I think that it annoys me most of all, and a lot of people are saying like, oh, well, people were using DMCAs to like, or they used a DMCA on him to basically like, be like, it's almost like a punishment, which I honestly feel like using DMCAs as punishment is not a good thing. Which, the main reason why I dislike the idea of using them as a punishment is because I feel like DMCAs, I'm not sure if DMCAs are copyright strikes, but like copyright striking someone just because you dislike their video is not a fair reason to do it. Because then it's like, it's almost like censoring just an opinion, which is not okay. I feel like censoring any opinion is really bad unless it's like an opinion that's super dangerous. You know what I mean? Like an opinion that would be dangerous would be like somebody being like, "Oh man, gas the Jews," you know, like that's a dangerous opinion, and it should be not, you know, like it should be handled relatively speaking. And I guess that goes into hate speech, but the thing is, like the developer DMCAing this DMCAing PewDiePie's video for essentially not even like the same reason, like he essentially got DMCA'd for not saying something, for not saying, oh my god, I'm losing my focus because this game has a lot of little extra gags in it. Oh crap. Okay, thinking. So, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so the issue that I have with this is more on the idea that Felix got his video copyright striked, essentially. I don't know if it's a copyright strike, but he got taken down for something that wasn't even in the video itself, and that becomes like its own like thing where it's like, no, that's not okay, because then it opens up this whole canister of, well, now like when are people allowed to do that and when are they not allowed to do that? Drinky drink. Like, okay, so what I mean by that is, and I know some people are going to be like, well, you're exaggerating on what could be construed. No, I'm not, because think about it. Imagine if an Xbox Let's Player decides, hey, I want to play a Sony game because I like Kingdom Hearts or something. See, now the issue has come about. Well, now the Microsoft can now basically DMCA all of their Let's Plays because they're playing a game for a rival company. You see the issue? Like, this is now jumped from a issue of like one case to now like it can be applied to so many other cases. I thought I had more health. Oh man, we're getting close to the 15-minute mark again. Well, that's fine. I'll end this video here. Yeah, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe for more, because I definitely am going to be keeping talking about this.